Absurd reality is the only one that has an emergency exit. Benjamin Fontaine, Existential Monday Philosophical Essays. Cherish the craft, throw away the art. An aggregate of qualities, a quantum with a shape, none is entirely actual, none entirely lacking in actuality. Martin Buber, I am thou. Nothing was all of a sudden, no suddenness, no things, nothing. Slow dissolving life and time under the tongue of experience or inexperience. Nothing ruins a day more so than a day. The everydayness of every day, but there are close seconds, and that is the company that is being kept and cannot be released. The company that just won't go back in the water, the company that doesn't understand its freedom to leave, and the company of hopes that are not dreams and won't disappear as the day carries on, but instead intensifies until sleep can transform the hopes into more hopeful realities that will be broken upon waking, shattered. The spirit is broken again and again more than the heart is. There is no alone, there is only without. Destiny is to be pulverized. Jan Kerouac, A Life in Memory. Gave it all away, 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 so to speak, and yet, the whole setup is still to come. The boxers have already received the telegraph from the future where nobody is champion and nobody is laughing, but fighting isn't about who wins and who loses. Similarly, a joke is not about who laughs and who groans. This is not to say, or it is to do just that, but nothing more, but being more, but split right down the middle. The difference split, the subtractions unfurl. Say it ain't so. No. One can hope, one can only hope, only and once. And yet, flowers bloom to rub it in one's downhearted face. Even a pastoral can be a diss track. It's been something, hasn't it? Hasn't it? Isn't it? Ain't it been hard to hold on to nothing, to hold to it, to hold on, to stay on hold? But it won't be over till over says when. Or at least, yet, if not yield. Ain't no pinfalls, only KOs, or until one finally submits. Settle into the repetition. It's a long way from over, but also from beginning, and from both but and from, and also get the drift, or the gist of the drift. Empty face. Luck remains unchanged and undefeated, the universal belt around its waist, heavyweight, flyweight, and all other classes, meaningless except for a metallic taste in the mouth. In busy lands are the greatest silences, in busy lands with the locusts at noon. St. John Perse, Anabasis. Daylight has been spoken for. Speak up, what's that? Yes? Twice over, the daylight has been spoken for. Call shotgun on the night before it's too late. Lost a little weight a while ago when it was decided to rush instead of hesitate. And now whose clock is heartbroken? Duration is breathing down the morning's neck again. Get it? Get it? It was all given away. Just take the fucking handout already and bet it all on a long shot, so to speak. The house has some goddamn nerve not to fall, but instead to always win. Always. One and one, some more, so that only one of ones might know victory. The sense, the feeling, however false such a sensation might be. Decay comes to all, asks for nothing in exchange, and carries on. When the light bulb blew out, nobody mourned the loss. Acknowledge the artificial while it's still here. The soft underbelly of the ceiling sends its regards. The walls will never be stronger than the materials are now. The years will take a toll, charge for every passing year given away, so to speak. And yet, some questions await the answers that only a good night's unrest can deliver. And the whole neighborhood is in a state of stasis, for better or for worse. The domestic language reigns supreme on the astral plane. Time is relative, but translation is problematic at the best of times. Nonetheless, or worse, in dreams, yet, so to speak, maybe hallucinations. Take a minute to refuse, to tell shoelaces to take a hike and to leave the boots alone. The shelf is not dusty. Don't spend another moment on cleaning that which is clean enough. The sky and the sea have a color and surprise, so does the world the rest of the world, ignored in the crafting of the works of both fact and fiction. The overlooked has a look also, and it's okay to continue. To ignore that which was thrown away, so to speak, and yet, here, this is a limb to be out on. Consider it to be an olive branch, well, made of pine, that's all that's around here. Here, right now, for this thought experience, on the lower sides of the city, the streets take a beating, the walk is the same difference, 6 in one hand, half a dozen on sale, for really, really cheap. So stock up, gravity won't hang on forever. The order doesn't matter. No matter what is served, it will be wrong. Things are recorded one way and repeated another way. In a world of metal and conferences, a typewriter is typing a typist. Shintaro Tanakawa, oh, the insincerity of memory. Oh, the sentimentalism of divination. Nobody is on the stage, so to speak, and yet conclusions are for amateurs.